Hey friends, want to do a quick video here showing you how you get your code into GitHub. So the first step here, you click your GitHub Classroom link. It should take you to a page like this. Go ahead and accept the assignment. Again, names, dates might be a little bit different here. That's okay. Say accept. It says, hey, it takes a few minutes. It takes like 2 seconds. You can refresh the page again. And now we get the website for the repository. My favorite way here now is to click the green code button and say open with GitHub Desktop. And yes, we want to open GitHub Desktop. GitHub Desktop says, hey, we're going to clone this repository. I'm going to take this URL here. This repository lives here. And I'm going to make a copy of it here on your computer. I like it in the Documents GitHub folder. That's the default. Great. So I'm going to say clone. Now I've got a copy of that folder. Now, again, I like to copy paste things. So I'm going to say show in Explorer, and it'll pop up my Explorer window. I click in the white space here to get the whole path highlighted. And I'll just say copy. Then I'll come over to PyCharm and I'll say, hey, I want a new project. Now, I don't want to put it in this folder here. I want to put it in this Lab 2 folder here. For this example, again, the example I'm using here, dates and names might change here. That's great. And then I want, yes, the main PY script is great here. We can say create. Actually, I don't even need this one because it came with one already, but that's okay. It says, hey, do you want to create from the existing sources? Yeah, I already have a file. I don't need their own the main PY file. That's okay. Then it should load up here. It'll make my virtual environment, get my main file, and then if I put it in the right spot now, my GitHub desktop client is going to see that there's some files here now. Right, go back to the GitHub desktop client, it sees a bunch of stuff. The important one, right, is eventually once we add code to the main PY file here, like print hello world, right, we give that a run, make sure it runs for me here, we get hello world, looks great. Now I see main PY has changed. Again, this had a starter main PY file, great. Now I can give it a commit summary here. We'll say lab started, give it a commit and a push. Once I've pushed, right, that's the syncing my repository, my copy of it with the cloud here. I can say view on GitHub. And if you can see your code on github.com, I'll be able to see it on github.com, or your instructor will be able to see it on github.com. So I can click on my main PY file here, make sure I see all the code here. And as I work on it and change more stuff here, right, print line 2, and so on and so on and so on, make more commits. So here's line 2. Again, commits are free. They don't pay for the electricity that it takes to actually send these bits over the internet. So commit early and often. And then when you're done here, make sure you got all your code on the website. You just go give it a refresh here or follow those links again. Once you're good, you can come back to your repository. You got your link to turn it in and you're all set. If you got any questions, let me know. Thanks, folks.